Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here today with another episode of Koroshi I Love of Kill. So, anyways, in the last episode, we delve a little bit more into the past of our two main characters, and more specifically, we kind of see where exactly their connection comes from, right? Chateau and Song Liang-ha, they were somehow intertwined with each other whilst they were young. Of course, Chateau, from our perspective, we already know the little girl from the past, that was Chateau. Now, was the boy from the past actually the same dude as we see right now? Is it the same Song Liang-ha? Is it a relative or something of that sort? That is the mystery part, right? Which we will continue to follow the story along and see. But anyways, last episode we left on a cliffhanger. Chateau was captured by, what else is his dude's name again? Ho, I think. Anyways, some former acquaintance of Song Liang-ha's, and now she has been caught in a car explosion. Is she okay or not? Jeez, I wonder, right? Now, obviously, she's the main character, so she's gonna survive. Although, think about it. I think it would actually be pretty funny if, or maybe not funny, but entertaining, I would say, if actually she does die, and then we spend the rest of the series, just from Song Liang-ha's perspective, watching him unravel the mystery and so on and so forth. But no, that's not gonna happen. We are definitely here with a mystery and most possibly a romance as well. So let's get into the episode. All right, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, and then we gotta spend like 2 minutes waiting for them to recap the last episode. I am never gonna stop complaining about this. I will tell you guys that. Chateau Noble. Song Liang-ha from the Republic of Italy. Oh, actually, speaking of which, so it's actually the setting of this place in Italy? That would be weird, right? We got Chateau, who I think is more inspired by, I guess, being French. And then Song Liang-ha, who is, uh, I would say, more Korean in nature in terms of his name and his looks. This is actually a pretty cool scene, not gonna lie. And then they had to like be like, herder, my body is resistant to electrical charges and whatnot. Yeah, right, dude. Oh, you'll see him soon enough, right? Got like, oh, never mind. So, then a little bit of lead-in. Oh, oh, is this actually back in the past? Yeah. How did they know it was actually the Song Liang-ha that killed him? All right. Sun Tokai. Yeah, I think it definitely has something to do with his own past and Chateau's past as well. Hmm. Still though, is there any real significance in all this? I mean, if Chateau was actually really like someone who is very important, like in the grand scheme of things, like she has her, like it's hard to say at this point, right, whether or not this is one of those cases where the existence of Chateau or the existence of Sonoma is actually very significant or whatnot, or maybe they're just two people who were caught up in the underworld of this world. Alright. And finally starting. Oh, never mind. We are still in the recap portion. Like, why not just walk? Like, not even walk in there. Don't even announce your presence. Just hide behind the boxes and shoot him dead or something like that. But sure, we gotta take the confrontational route. We gotta have the dialogue between the characters. Oh, that is. That's a taunt if I've ever seen one. Yeah, again, if you guys are. And seriously, bring a sword to, like. Sorry, not a sword. Bring a knife to a gunfight. Like, I don't even understand, like, what was the purpose of all of this? Like, seriously, man. Yep, of course. I'm actually surprised she was able to open it, right? Now, when you have like a locked door, you can't really just kick open the door, to be honest. Or I guess maybe, well, never mind. Obviously, the attention to detail is not exactly all that important, I guess, in this particular work. Like, he's the big bro I looked up to, and you killed him. Blah, blah, blah. And now you're dead, ho. Oh, he actually got hurt there. Got stabbed. I knew it. He's like, oh, he's hurt as well. Alright, and so where do they go from here, though? Let's go on a date? Oh, no. Wait, seriously, dude? You're playing that cards for this fucking long? Sorry to pardon the language, if you will, but oh my god. This is just a bunch of people with some very bad decision making skills. Yeah, why do you guys want to kill Chateau? What's she done to you guys? And he goes back and he's like, oh, Chateau? Sumyang-ha? Of course, back alley doctors. Doctors of the underworld. Oh, he's A-type. I do like the expressive Chateau a lot more. Right. Having all those various different expressions and whatnot, rather than just trying to keep a cold face. Is this supposed to be like a romantic scene? Poke. Or today. uh, really, in all honesty, I'm just watching this anime for these moments. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty. No, they are quite cute together in a lot of ways. I like it, Chateau-chan. Oh, is this the night of whatever happened? Hmm? And how did she get back so suddenly? I was just like already like a week later or something like that. That's gotta be something, right? Yeah, that's like a few weeks later or something. Weeks. They're just like ganging up on him. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, but well, technically, these sort of safe houses. I guess not quite safe houses, but these sort of like underworld doctor places are places of neutrality, right? I just realized he's using a BlackBerry. Starting to think about her past that she hasn't been thinking about for like the past, I don't know, 10 or so years or something. Maybe that was Song Yang Ha. And so it just turns out that they're heading to the exact same place, eh? Well, now that I think about it, in the opening we did see them like fighting on a ship and whatnot, right? Ooh, a luxury cruiser. Ooh, bodyguard work, eh? Bounty hunters doubling as bodyguards? I mean, don't get me wrong, but these three don't really look like very reliable bodyguards. Ah, there we go. That's why. A relative, eh? Right. And so they just happen to be on the same ship, eh? Yep. Yep. This is the assassin, I guess. Alright. That was that, I guess. So, see you guys after this. Alright, guys, that was episode 5, and, well, what can we say about this one, right? I guess for the first half, we can talk about, like, the showdown between Zonoha and Hao or Ho, I guess, and whatnot. Which, honestly, there were so many things to sort of pick on. Like, I'm sorry, guys, in advance if I do seem to be harping on it a lot, but there's just some scenes within it that it just triggers me in a way, right? Like for instance, why is Ho actually bringing a knife to kill somebody who has a gun? In fact, why did someone confront him in the open in the first place and not just shoot him from like as he was walking up and just shoot him and be done with it? I mean, I get it, right? We need to progress the story. We need to have them like duke it out like men or whatnot. But considering that they're both working, like they both were former gangsters, or I guess in Ho's case, he is still a gangster, and part of part of organized crime and whatnot. And for them to do things this way in really illogical kind of manners, I don't know. It's just like really. I mean, it's amusing, I guess you could say, but not really realistic by any stretch of the imagination, right? And the same goes for Ashley Chateau breaking out of the car as well. I wish they could have gone with like a much more believable method, like for instance, using I don't know, like utilizing some piece of how can I say, like in that kind of scenario, if the doors were locked or whatnot, I would have expected her to maybe find some sort of sharp object, or at least some metal blunt object, and try to break the glass instead, right? Something like that, break the car glass, instead of like literally just kicking open the car doors, which really should be quite impossible, whichever way you look at it, unless she has this leg strength of Superman or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, lots of stuff like that. Or But then again, you know, it's Ho, right? It's literally this dude who brings a knife to a gunfight. Maybe he never locked the door in the first place. Now that I think about it, actually, I think that's probably the more possible explanation here. He's just an idiot, so he never really thought this through on how exactly to kill them, right? Well, I guess that maybe makes a little bit more sense. I do like the fact that they are trying to humanize Ho, right, and make us feel a bit more sympathetic towards him, like his past and whatnot. And the Song character, right, the guy that Song Ha killed and whatnot. But I don't know, because it doesn't really amount to anything, at least for that particular scene, right? Are we is that part of no, are we supposed to look at it as a situation where maybe Liang Ha, he himself feels some sort of remorse or regret at all those deaths that he caused and things that he did? You know, are we as viewers supposed to feel that instead, due to them, you know, having this sort of more humanizing kind of moment between them? We're supposed to think that the Song character is actually quite a nice guy and whatnot, you know, regardless of the fact that they are like high you know high ranking members within organized crime, right? You know, honestly, if we are going to take you know, some case from the mafia or whatnot, I would venture a guess and say that the Songwoo character maybe at least might have been like a kappa, or you know, a kappa regime, or something of that sort, like a captain within the sort of organized crime. I'm pretty sure that the Sanokai operates in a similar structure to Western mafia, so you know, something of that sort. So they are like, you know, what I'm trying to say here is they are bad people, all right? They're within organized crime and whatnot, and regardless of your thoughts on them, they are still criminals and so on and so forth. So if the thing was to allow us to feel a bit more sympathetic towards them and whatnot, I don't know, man. They chose that life, they chose the thug life, and you know, that is part of the consequences of it. So, you know, regardless though, so we get through all that, and definitely the highlight for this episode was once again within the interactions between Song Ha and Chateau. I really do love the sort of banter or semi banter that they have. Really, it's much more just Chateau being on the receiving end, on the being teased end, but she's getting more and more expressive, and that's definitely a big plus, right? In the first episode, second episode, she barely had any other expressions here, right? But now she's becoming much more expressive, and we know, right, from her childhood, that she used to be like this very expressive character, this very expressive girl as well. So I guess one of the things that we can look forward to is, as the episodes go on, you know, we see a reversion of Chateau towards her more younger self, you know, smiling happily, you know, laughing and that kind of stuff, right? Being energetic and whatnot. So I am looking forward to that part. So now we are in this next arc, I guess you could say, on the ship. It does seem kind of random, right? So I guess the main thing that will help to progress the story along is the assassin here, right? Who is, you know, tasked with taking out Song Ha and Chateau. And that in itself raises a lot more questions as well, right? Like, why Chateau? Like, why is, just due to her sort of her partnership or her involvement with Song Ha, and so that's why she's being a target now? Or does it have something more to do with her past, and maybe part of why she was kidnapped or taken away in the first place, right? And if so, right, then why did they wait so many years, like more than 10 years, more than a decade later, until this point to seek her out again and do something about her, right? So more and more mysteries, but yeah, let's just continue on, shall we? So I'm definitely watching this series continuing forward, mostly due to the interactions between Song Ha and Chateau. I do think it's quite fun, and you know, I've already mentioned at the very beginning, right? Chateau is actually voiced by one of my favorite voice actresses, Onishi Sari. So you know, that is like a big, how can I say, a big driving force for me continuing to watch this. And not to mention, like, the voice that she voices Chateau actually is very, very similar to one of her other characters, Majuro McQueen, who is also more of a, you know, supposed to be more of an Ojo-sama kind of character, but gradually breaks down and becomes this really expressive kind of girl. So we're seeing that here as well. So I am loving every bit of it. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.